YouTube and YouTube. We'll see. Who knows? That seems to always take longer. So we can just go ahead and start. I'm ready. Yeah. Why don't you count us down?
All right. On the count of three, here we go. 3, 2,
Wait. How can you say on the
1.
count of three and then start with three?
Fuck. I'm probably already drunk. All right. On the count of three. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Welcome to Home by 8, Drunk by 10. This is a five bagger. Which one of us watches a movie 5 times in 5 days, and the other 3 probably watch it once each. Today's movie is Swiss Army Man, a comedy drama fantasy released in 2016. It is 1 hour and 37 minutes long. This is Mike and Brian, and I'm your top batter, Mel. We apologize in advance for the audio, video, and content quality. Enjoy!
Did you say once?
How'd it go down?
Good, except I swear you said once.
I said watch it once. I blended the one. I blended once and each, and it just became once.
Once, sure. That's how language evolves.
Exactly. Exactly. Why do we have to say one each? Just say once.
Just once.
Give me once.
I'm going to change. I'm going to change
I'm
the
not gonna
official
do this
script.
research, but I would bet we've never gotten through that correctly. Single episode.
Once.
Was it
Wait.
one
Once.
time I
There we go.
remember was Raj was reading, and he was the slowest reader, I believe, and I was like, Raj. I was just remembering my mind.
That was me. I did that on purpose.
And the funny thing is, I thought about actually throwing in some like real words and shit in here just to mess with Mel, but I didn't even need it. But the official transcript, the official intro is now changed to, and the other 3
Once.
probably watch it once.
That's good. It's fucking good.
All right.
Of course, I guess in the early days of this, it was longer.
It was longer.
Yes, it was. I remember.
It was bad.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Bad idea.
Well, it's going to trim down the fat, and now we have once.
I will say right off the top, I do hope Raj watches this and talks about it whenever he shows up.
Because, we should. Yeah, I just talked to him.
It's
this
like
morning.
3 a.m. for him, I think, right now.
Yeah.
I was going to send him a message for him to tune in if he had a chance, but then I looked at what time it was and what time it was going to be, and I was like, I don't think he should probably stay up that late.
I talked to him this morning because it's his birthday today.
Happy birthday.
And I'm like, wait a minute, why are you lying to me? You could be doing the five bagger right now. Like, what's wrong? Well, but he's a busy guy.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, wow. I guess I'm starting, huh?
Yeah, you are. You're the top batter.
Mike, yeah, you didn't hear me say that when before you came in, but when I watched this movie, it was last night, and I was just exhausted from a long day, and I had to fight myself to open my eyes. I'm like, I got to do this for Mike. I got to do this for Mike. Watch this stupid movie. Well, I don't know if I should call it. But
that's true.
Let me retract.
You could have watched it this morning.
I don't want to say I didn't. Well, I have plans this morning, but I didn't want to say. I shouldn't say stupid, but it was. Wow, what a film, huh? Swiss Army Man, or maybe a well-known title could have been Harry Potter and his amazing flatulence.
Mm-hmm.
his I don't know, his majestic flatulence, part number 7. I don't know. Into the Harry Potter series.
Throughout my notes, I refer to Daniel Radcliffe as Harry Potter.
The weird thing. Oh, God.
I just could not say Daniel or think of Daniel Radcliffe. I just kept thinking, what the fuck is this zombie Harry Potter movie? And I'm just so. Let me just recap how I interpret this film. A man that loves using the bus, who is a creepy stalker, ends up on an island, and Harry Potter, a zombie Harry Potter, or dead Harry Potter, must have been like in a huge like grand wizard fight, and he died, just landed in this island, and they had a bromance because of his magical farting powers saved the day and brought him into the forest, which happened to be very near a
Well, he's
city.
got a couple other magical powers as well.
But like, clearly, the entire film was his special power was his fart.
Yeah,
Like
technically, all of his special powers are gastrointestinal.
gastrointestinal thing. But I mean, it was like one big fart joke that has never been done in film, really, and it really confused me. Um, like there were so many situations where I'm like, is it gonna go this route? Like, is this gonna be like another Brokeback Mountain, like kind of vibe? I got that vibe.
Hmm.
Like,
I have not seen that movie. I kind of know the story, but I haven't.
like not really a bromance, but like they fall in love, like or but
The-
like I just did not understand what am I being introduced to? Who is this the main character? Who is he, and why should I be compelled to be invested into this man's struggles? This I guess he's a 20-something-year-old, like just displeased with society and kind of an introvert, and but ends up in the woods, um, and yet he wants to go back home because he's got this fantasy that the woman that he's been stalking, there's still a chance. That's what I'm guessing. But then, like with Harry Potter in the mix as his Swiss Army man, I don't understand. Like I don't understand the time frame. Like how long has he been out there? He seems to be really just enjoying his life out in the woods with Harry Potter, dead Harry Potter.
Mhm.
It's just a really weird feeling, and this was like last night, so I'm just kind of I'm trying hard to stay awake and like watching this happen, and like every scene I'm just kind of like, oh, like what's gonna happen next? Like just freaking fall in love and let's have a happy ending. But then the ending came, and I'm like, what is this? What is this ending doing to me? What the hell? How did he end up at the woman's backyard? Like, how did it? I just got super confused. Yeah, everything was so confusing. I can't say I like this movie or hate it. I'm just like, why does this movie exist? And I think it's just because
Valid question.
seems like they just wanted to make a big fart joke movie, like in an hour and a half. Another thing I noticed was like it was the first time in a film where I actually seen a dick slap on film. Like I literally saw a like
At the
someone
end.
slapping a dick. Like I don't think I've ever seen a dick slap on film.
I think
So
I've
maybe
seen
that
Dick Slap before.
really. Kelby,
Might not have been a
tell me
theater
facts.
release, but I've come across a few Dick Slaps.
On a theater release.
No,
Actually,
probably
no,
no.
no. I mean, I can't guarantee this, but I've seen all the Jackass movies. They must have slapped dicks in there.
Nah, slap a boner, like a zombie boner dick slap.
I did, well, not a zombie. Because none of them are dead in Jackass, but I gotta say that at some point they must have slapped each other's dicks in that.
Like it was a straight up zoom in, and then the guy just went wha-bam,
Oh yeah, I
slap
know.
that dick. Okay, I
I've
gotta see
seen
that.
in my house. I've seen a lot of Dick flicks.
Okay, yeah,
Bing!
dick flicks, yeah, but this was like a full on wide
Sure,
like slap.
sure.
Never seen that in film, and I
Might,
think
might be the first time. You might be
it's,
right.
that's the only accolade I can give this film right now. I'm like, wow, that's
That's
impressive.
it. Mhm.
It was
Yeah.
an appropriate reaction to the situation.
Uh-huh.
What else? Like, there's a lot of things that I just didn't understand. Like, I just didn't understand the philosophy in this film. I don't get it. I don't know if it's trying to be so postmodern or is it just trying to be like a straight up like deal with this fantasy I have with this movie and be invested as an audience member. Look at this movie and in what I want. I just
It's absurd.
why was this movie? Yeah, but there's a lot of absurd movies that I love that
Sure.
have a great flow. Like Monty Python, for example. But like this movie, I just kept thinking, like, why was this movie even made? Like, why did Harry Potter sign on for this? Like, I don't
I
know
have a
the
guess.
details. So
I think it's
yeah,
exactly because everybody thought of him as Harry Potter. That'd be my guess.
yeah,
He
but
won
he will.
the same thing with like Macaulay Culkin when after he was Kevin McAllister and he was only Kevin McAllister, like the next movie he did was like a very dark, scary movie or whatever. It's the same reason people who are child actors on sitcoms on TV go and do fucking what's that Jessie from Saved by the Bell. She did what was it? It's not striptease, whatever the movie's called.
Yeah, it
You
is.
know,
That's
striptease.
striptease. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's just
Oh.
the same reason. I guarantee he picked this movie because it was something that Harry Potter would never do, and you know, it's so in the opposite direction that people can finally see him as something other than Harry Potter, maybe.
But I kept thinking Harry Potter the entire time.
Yeah,
I'm
it seems like neither of you could make that disengagement. For me,
No.
my
No, I could. I'm just saying, in
Okay.
my notes, it was easier to just write Harry Potter.
I just never used his name. But also
Okay.
for me, I've only seen one of the Harry Potter movies, I think, and so like I know he was Harry Potter, but I don't really have such a strong association, I guess, as many other people
Right.
might.
Right.
I only actually watched half of the first Harry Potter movie, I think.
Yeah, I've only seen 3, but everyone knows he's Harry Potter.
Right, right. So I know, yeah, of course. But I don't have such a
But,
strong attachment because I didn't sit there and watch 8 movies or whatever of him as Harry Potter. So I'm sure for a lot of people it is a very difficult thing to separate.
Right. Although the other thing I wanted to mention was I actually really enjoyed the music. I thought whoever is the composer of the soundtrack, I actually really did enjoy the music. I just wish I can just listen to that by just listen to that and don't even watch the movie.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
There,
Wow.
there were a lot of like Jurassic Park references. Even they were humming the Jurassic Park theme song a lot. I don't understand that connection. Yeah.
I
yeah,
bet
maybe I just-
Michael maybe have something to say about
Had
that.
something to do with it. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, overall, I was just I just was so confused. I maybe would I want to watch it again to understand it? Probably not.
Mhm.
I think I had enough of fart jokes in the movie like that. But like, yeah, I don't know. I just wish I felt like it could have been done better. Maybe the same actors. I don't know, but I just felt like the story could have been written and had been gone into a different take than how it ended. Yeah, that's all I got. Go ahead, Beegs. Yeah, it's yours.
Cool. Yeah. So actually I think this is probably the movie of all. I think this is our 30th movie. You know, 30th with an asterisk. But I think this is probably the movie I have the least number of notes for. And like Mel, I don't know if I need to watch this movie again. But unlike Mel, I liked this movie a lot.
Cool.
I thought it was really like I said, it was absurd, but I also found myself enjoying most of the absurdity. Fart jokes are funny, man. and that was funny. But yeah, like so I had some problems with, like you said, the geography of, for example, the final scene where they go from the lady's house to the ocean, and like it doesn't make any sense, like
Exactly.
actually logistically. But I was like, whatever. It's a farting corpse that he rode like a jet ski. So what are you gonna do? But yeah, there were some of that kind of thing. I was surprised in the middle when he became reanimated. I did not expect that. I thought it was going to be, a Weekend at Bernie's situation the whole time.
So did I.
And like the only other note I have is I was hoping that the very end he was gonna, of course he shoots off into the ocean, whatever. I was hoping he was going to fucking shoot off to space. I think that would have been an awesome ending. Just
I probably would have enjoyed that Just like
He's just
signing
gone.
off. Peace out, guys.
I think that would have been pretty funny. But the only other thing I have to say was, I don't know how I came across this quote, but I was searching for something about the movie, and the question, is Swiss Army Man based on a true story, was one of like the predicted questions, and I was like, what? And then
What?
and then the actual like answer to that was, believe it or not, the movie where a guy rides a farting corpse like a jet ski is not based on a true story. I thought that was very funny. But yeah, I thought this was pretty good. It was a good fun ride. There was a lot of weird absurdity stuff in it that I didn't expect, and some of it I thought maybe was a long winding way to arrive at the same thing that maybe didn't need to take as much time. So I thought there were parts that were dragged out a bit. When
Wait,
you,
what winding way to ended the same thing? What thing?
well, I mean, not the whole movie. I mean, just like it seemed like some sections were quite drawn out. Like, for example, the whole part near the end with the bear attack and all that. Like, I felt like that could have been like half as long. And but in any case, not a huge complaint. Mel's comments about him as being, I think you said he was a guy who liked to ride the bus. I don't know if he liked to ride the bus, but he had to ride the bus. He didn't seem like he was living the high life, but so I think he was slumming it by taking the bus. But also I didn't see him as a stalker. I thought he was just a shy nerd who saw a girl get on a bus. But maybe you're right. Maybe like he knows.
Taking photos of her.
He snuck a photo. Did he take photos? I think it was just the one, right? He followed her on Instagram.
Followed her Instagram, right?
But I mean, who doesn't follow a hot chick on Instagram? Come on. I don't know if he was a stalker. Maybe, but then like, did he wind up at her house by chance? Probably not.
Like I had this weird feeling at first that like the Harry Potter was like all in his mind. Like the entire movie was like his own delusions of him trying to make it to the. You know, I thought that was going to be the case, but then when it didn't turn up like that, I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting.
Manny was all in his mind, right? I mean, he was dead the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, you could argue.
I don't think he actually came back to life, but who knows?
Well,
but also, okay, the one question I have for Mike, the one thing I did not understand, I did not catch at all, was when he's about to be interviewed by the reporter. There's the cameraman who says, "Don't I know you?" Who the fuck is that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I have no idea.
Or he said, "Haven't I seen you before?" or something like that.
He was on the bus and saw him took the same bus at the same time and knew him from that.
But you don't know.
He never showed. Like, I have no idea why he says, "Don't I know you?"
Yeah, haven't I seen you before, or whatever he says.
Yeah. He says like,
that.
"Don't I know you? Haven't I seen you before?"
It's like, what the fuck?
But I don't know. I caught that in like the second time I watched it, and I looked out for it, and I don't know. I'm guessing that. Yeah, my guess is that he also rode the bus, but
it's like his reaction was kind of like taken aback. He was a little bit surprised, like, oh. Like,
yeah, but if that is so, then he would recognize that lady too, right? Maybe,
yes,
possibly.
He also should recognize the lady.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I that always struck me as a little weird.
My
I
guess.
never looked it up, but I wonder if those are the two directors.
Oh.
And those three. I wonder if those are like the writer and the two directors, or what. Like, I felt like those were cameos.
My guess.
Inside joke.
It could be. Yeah. But my guess was like, because I didn't remember him ever, and like there was no real setup, but I was gonna guess that maybe there was a scene cut or something.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
But yeah, okay. If you don't know, then what are we gonna do?
No, I don't know. Because, yeah, besides, like, the scenes on the bus and, like, other quick, like, kind of weird flashbacks, there's no one else in the movie until that backyard scene besides Paul Dano and Daniel Radcliffe.
Right.
Like, those are the only two people in the, like, most of the movie.
Movie, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then like a slur of characters just like come out of nowhere. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was weird. That was weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh well, yeah. So yeah, I liked it. It was fun. And now I'll pass it off to you.
Yeah, my reaction the first time watching it was basically the same reaction as you two. Like,
Wait, we had very different reactions.
Yeah.
no. Both of you were like, "What the fuck is this? This is just a bunch of fart jokes. Like, what am I watching? Like, I didn't expect any of this. Like, because like I said, I didn't know anything about this movie when I picked it. So like, I mean, I know you Brian, you liked it. Mel, I know you didn't like it. But
Yeah.
my first watch, I liked it, but I was kind of in the same place of like, what in the world did I just watch?
I don't think I was there.
Huh?
I don't think I was there at where you're saying what in the world did I watch? Did I say that?
No.
Okay.
But I feel like you both missed a lot of what this movie's about.
Did I?
Yeah.
Pretty sure I did because I was a little sleepy.
Mel,
watching
definitely you did. It's not just fart jokes and surreal comedy. There's way more to this movie than that.
I don't think I think that.
Like, well, okay, well, you didn't hit on that. Paul, the Hank character, is just like an awkward kid.
Mhm.
Right.
Like ran away from society.
I
And,
wish I-
like, I thought
Yeah.
I thought he was dead at the start. I thought like, oh, the Hank guy is dead, and this is all like in his mind as he's hanging there dying. I
Right.
thought the entire movie was at the end you were just gonna see him hanging there. Like, oh shit. I expected that to be just like an entire like end of his life like fantasy. But
Mhm.
no, I think that the dead body is a real dead body that he finds in the woods.
Huh.
Because they talk about, if you listen to the background dialogue, the medics talk about how Radcliffe is probably a bridge jumper that he
Yeah.
found in the river, and they talk about like they show the part where they're trying to go across that.
Yeah.
So yeah, like Paul Dano has probably just been hanging out behind the girl on the bus, Sarah, her house for weeks, hanging out with the dead body.
But the first scene was like it looked like a really small island.
Yes, I don't know what the first scene was about.
Like
He
we
may
were
have
just
actually
dropped
tried
into
to
it.
kill himself out in the woods,
Okay.
and just that's like his like I don't know. I can't explain. Like Brian, you said like the geography doesn't make sense. I totally agree. Like how did either of them get out to this island in the middle of nowhere and then
like-
end up on the beach in California?
And the timing is so off for me too because I don't know what the time frame is like because when you see him when you were first introduced to him his clothes are not like ratty or like they're not they're perfectly fine good clothing and
But he's wearing the same clothes.
yeah so usually if you're wearing the same clothes it would be all tattered and just worn down but like I noticed that his clothes were not it's like he wasn't been there so long.
Yeah, well, also in the background at the end, I think they say something about 2 weeks. The Radcliffe has probably been dead for 2 weeks or something like that.
Okay.
Like they say based on abdominal something, like it's another reference to his powers that they find. But yeah, they say something based on his abdominal something or other. He's probably been dead about 2 weeks. So Dano, the Hank guy, has probably been out in the woods for about 2 weeks. Or more, because
I think probably more. He has a beard.
yeah.
But again, is that real or not? Who
At one
knows?
point.
Yeah.
But like
Really
at the
right.
beginning, it's definitely not 2 weeks of growth.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but again, like none of it can be taken as serious. None of it can be taken as real. I totally think in reality, if there was a reality, he finds a dead body and then plays with the dead body for a while. Yeah, I think that's absolutely true. He did not ride him like a jet ski. He didn't.
No, I don't
He
think any
didn't
of that.
reanimate. He didn't do any of this stuff. He was just fucking psych. He went. He had a psychotic breakdown. But I think how long has he been? Was he actually out on an island? Don't know. But
I
whatever.
don't think so.
Probably not. Maybe he dreamed
Then
up that meeting. But
What's the point of having Harry Potter being used as a jet ski? What is that whole point of that adventure of escaping the island and go into the woods? Why can't you just start it at the woods then?
Well, so I think Paul. I think the Hank character did try to commit suicide,
Okay.
and it didn't work, and he found the dead body at the same time, and then attached to
Attach.
this.
Okay.
This is what's going to save
Okay.
me, and then from then on, because from that point, the dead body like I didn't expect the body to talk. I think like Brian, you said, or even
Yeah.
Lee, like that. When he started talking, I was like, "Whoa! I
Mhm.
did not expect this. What is happening?"
Do you guys remember the old film called Flowers for Algernon? Do you remember
sure,
that?
I
film?
remember the book.
The book,
Yeah.
yeah, about the person who gradually becomes from like a deep state, like coma state, and then he gradually becomes a genius,
Mhm.
and then finally he goes back to becoming dumb, I guess, again.
Mhm.
It kind of I got that vibe a bit in the middle of the movie, so I was expecting him to like become like I don't know, an all powerful superhero. I don't know.
Well, like, so I guess like throughout the movie, once the body starts talking, Hank and Manny have all of these conversations about how they wish people could just be more like real, I guess, like just be themselves, and that if we could all just be comfortable with each other, it would be so much better. And the farting thing is a theme throughout of like, if we could just fart in front of each other,
Yeah.
wouldn't it be better?
I got
Like-
that. Yeah.
Like that whole thing. And like and like the whole extended part, like I agree it's way too long, but the extended part about once Manny becomes like more of a person and can actually use sentences, and
Mhm.
then the Hank character starts trying to like teach him
Mhm.
about like the world, since Manny doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
He's forgotten his entire life.
The part where they're talking about he's talking about how when he masturbates he thinks about his mom and when he's leaned up against the tree and it's just he's just stop asking questions. I wish you would die in a fire. It's pretty good.
Yeah, like I liked all of their conversations. I thought they were well written and funny.
Mhm.
Not always, but I thought it was a good balance of fairly serious and then would go into funny and back into serious, back and forth. I feel like the transitions were pretty good.
The actual like thoughts and dialogue was actually quite deep and emotional and profound at times. Set against this absurd thing where his penis is moving all around the place. He's looking at a magazine and stuff. It's pretty good. That's one of the things I liked most about this movie. I didn't go into that in my section because, hey, watch it. I definitely probably should have touched more on how I thought that there was a lot of meaning in what they were trying to say.
Okay, yeah, I guess I thought you did not get any of that.
Oh no, I got it. Yeah.
Yeah, like I would say that this is one of the movies that I actually, from watching it more than once, got more out of it.
Okay.
Probably.
I would imagine.
I'm not saying you should watch it again, but I definitely got more out of it the more I watched it.
Yeah,
and,
I can see
you
that.
said, Mel, I really liked the soundtrack to this. Like,
yes,
really good.
More than once this week, caught myself humming
to the song. Yeah.
The song that he's singing to himself
Yep.
at the beginning about something about crazy.
Uh-huh.
That was the one.
I caught
thing-
myself
yeah.
as I was like, not today, but like once when I was doing the dishes, I was like, oh my god, I'm humming the fucking song from
Uh-huh.
shit.
It's really well done, well crafted songs. I that was the first thing I immediately thought. When I was like, wow, this is a really cool soundtrack.
It is
And,
on
like,
Spotify if you want to listen to it.
And
Cool.
the song that like it has different lyrics throughout. Also, did you like this? I did not notice until later on, but like the fast spoken lyrics are explaining the movie.
I
In
did not pick that up.
Popcorn. That song.
Oh yeah,
There's
yeah, yeah.
like faster lyrics in between, and they're
Mhm.
explaining like the movie, like talking about what's going on, but it's so fast
Uh,
you didn't notice it at
Mhm.
first.
huh.
But like they talk like I can't remember exactly, but like it'll talk about like, oh, there was a bear attack and I saved my friend by farting through the fire. Like it talks about the movie, like it explains like what happened.
Huh.
I didn't
I did
notice
not catch
until
that, no.
later.
Huh. I actually didn't pay attention to the lyrics. I just love the melody.
Hmm.
But yeah, like
Um,
that's used like multiple times throughout the movie, not
Huh.
just like because it's used earlier without lyrics, and then there's the popcorn part, and then like yeah, there's it's used multiple times in different ways. But yeah, I really liked the soundtrack to this movie.
Agreed.
Cool. I'm definitely gonna check it out.
And yeah, I found the ending very confusing.
Hmm.
Like even still,
Which part?
like, the whole ending of just like
Well, Mike, I'm curious. What would you wish would have been a better ending, or what would have been your take? Like, what would you wish you've seen
no,
happen?
no, I thought the ending was fine.
Okay.
Just confusing.
I think the shooting up into space would be funny. I don't know that it would fit with
I
the
would've
rest
loved
of the
that.
movie
Yeah.
because Manny washes up on the ocean. He should go back to the ocean, I think. But
Sure.
going up into space would be pretty funny.
Why not?
But yeah, no, like the first and I think the second time, I didn't understand or like I didn't catch that like because the news lady is like, okay, Manny, when she's talking to Hank, she's
Right.
like, we're gonna do an interview, and then at the beginning of the interview, he's like, my name is not Manny, my name's Hank, and I was just like, wait, is he dead? Is that not? I was very confused. I realized like, oh, the dad never actually, like, they never actually opened to.
Open the bag. Yeah.
I didn't notice that the first couple of times I watched. I was like, oh, okay. He thinks Hank is in there. I get got it.
Mhm.
But I didn't catch that the first couple of times I watched. I was like, God, wait, so is he actually dead? Because like I said at the beginning, I thought he was dead from the start, and just was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I did not think he was it from the start, but also I figured pretty early on, I think once he first started talking, that basically it was a Fight Club situation. Although, of course, in this case, you actually had a dead body playing Brad Pitt's character, or whatever, right?
Yeah. Kind
So
of.
when the whole thing, when I saw that scene where they confused the names, I didn't think, oh, maybe he was actually dead. I thought, they confused the name, and I did notice the first time and only time I've watched it that the dad didn't actually look at the body. So, but I can see now that you've pointed that out, that'd be pretty easy to see. Okay, maybe he was dead, but I didn't get that for Hank. I just thought
So both.
maybe
sorry.
Hank's actual name was Manny, or something like that.
No, because like the dad does call him. He says something
Yeah,
like, "What's up, Hank?" Or like, "What are you doing?" Hank?
Exactly. So that was after that. So I was like, oh wait, maybe his name is actually Manny, but then like you said, his dad actually calls him Hank, and
Yeah.
so I was like, oh okay, so no, that's not it. But yeah, I could definitely see a confusion there.
So both of you thought as well, like what Beeg said, that like this was a kind of like a Fight Club vibe, like Manny was like a kind of a projected
I don't know. The
Oh,
Fight
yeah.
Club is
ego.
quite right to me, but sort of, yeah. I think,
Projected, I think, is a good explanation.
yeah, like more of a projection, yeah. But like,
Okay.
I also think that like, the Hank character, they don't make it very explicit, but like he clearly had a tough childhood.
Hmm.
Yeah. It sounds like it.
tough relationship with his parents, and up until
I mean, he can't masturbate without thinking about his mom.
I know.
Up until the point where he becomes Sarah, he's kind of like Manny's dad, like trying to like teach him
Mm-hmm.
about the world, right? And like, so I think there's also that sort of like he's trying to be like fatherly, like create a better situation for Manny to grow up in.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of parent-kid issues and sexual issues and relationship issues and societal issues. This is an issues movie.
Yeah.
This is an issues movie, as according to Brian.
Put it on the back of the box.
Yeah, that's definitely the quote on the back of the VHS box.
At first, when they showed the coast, I thought it was going to be set in Washington.
Oh yeah.
I've been on beaches that look exactly like that in Washington.
Yeah. When they and like even like when they were climbing up the first part where they have to climb up and there's all these cliffs around, I was like, man, is that like near Port Townsend? And
Yeah.
you know, I thought this was definitely like Olympic Peninsula coast shit. Once they hit the trees, I was like,
This
ah.
was going to be some small town Washington.
Yeah, when they hit the trees, I was like, oh, this is probably California.
Yeah, the trees are
Wait.
way too big.
Did you find out where they filmed?
Yeah, it's
Was it in
California.
It's
Okay.
set in California. I don't know.
No, yeah. I searched the filming location because of that. But yeah, it's in California. Sorry, it was filmed in California.
Okay. Is this Northern California?
I don't remember, but I think yes. I think so. I don't remember the actual town, but yeah, around there.
Okay. It looks like a beautiful place.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of the wood stuff did really remind me of Washington as well.
Yes, it reminded me of going camping, except for all the garbage. I don't know why there's so much
Oh,
garbage.
Why is that a?
I did have
Yeah.
I did have a note. I said exactly, for there being so much garbage around, I'm surprised that they haven't seen anyone yet.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I kind of think that's maybe like, yeah, he's not like they present it like he's way deep in the forest. But
Sure, yeah.
when he shows up like right outside her backyard so quickly, like, okay, maybe this is where just like kids go to drink and somehow he has missed them.
Yeah, and maybe he's been avoiding them.
Yeah.
Huh. So basically, so that technically is like a stalker, right? Like he's been.
Could be,
basically
yeah.
living near,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, like,
Let's
yeah,
say
like,
infatuated.
He follows her on Instagram. He recreates pictures from her Instagram with Manny.
Yep. He recreates the bus in the woods. And,
Yes,
and
he
has-
recreates the whole bus.
He's had a psychotic break, so let's just give him a breath. Here we go.
Well,
He-
yeah,
he
we're
might-
not- we're not
He might
stalkers.
need some help. He probably needs some help.
Yeah,
I
right.
think like
I
the
get
most
that.
telling part is when he does finally see her in her backyard and he can't say anything.
Mhm.
He freaks
Like,
out. Yeah.
Okay, and he's like he can't actually speak, and then
Right.
he immediately, once she goes away, is totally fine talking to Manny again. Like,
Right. But yeah, he's as Big said, he's very infatuated with her. Like
Oh, yeah.
really,
Mhm.
you know. Like maybe I don't know. I just the
We've all
ending was
been
so
there.
weird. But that from that point on, I just thought the ending was so weird. It was like, what is this? Why is this movie existing right now?
From which point on?
The moment where he arrives at the backyard.
Oh,
Like,
okay. So
I don't
the
think
last like
this
10
is-
minutes.
Yeah, the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, but like
Okay.
if you think of it as being, I mean, there's two possibilities. He randomly finds that house, which is very unlikely, or like Mike said, he's been just camped out outside of her house for 2 weeks or whatever. Then
Well, also at that point, and this clearly makes no sense. Manny carries him to the backyard.
Yes.
mm-hmm.
Yes, I did notice that.
And at this point, Manny is able to move on his own and is now carrying Hank to the backyard, which I think is sort of like forcing him to confront what
Mhm.
he's done.
Yeah.
And just
Sure.
like he has to come back.
But yeah, I think from the beginning, Manny is just Hank. I mean, he's a dead body, but he's just Hank putting whatever his perceptions, his ideas, and whatever. It's all of this is happening inside of Hank's mind,
Yes.
basically. So of course, in that situation, Manny's not carrying Hank in reality, probably, but it's metaphorically, like you said, he's forcing him. That part of his personality is forcing him to confront this situation, this scenario.
Yeah. Also, yeah, and like also like when the little girl shows up, Manny is on top of Hank.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But like, what will you guys do? You are, hanging out with your kids, and you find your kid screaming in the backyard. You come out, you see a man and a dead body next to him. Would you give him a glass of water?
My kid would immediately be inside the house. I can tell you that.
Well, that's the first thing. Of course. You grab your kid, but like, what?
Well, I guess
what would
the
be the
question
next
is,
thing?
does she recognize him from the bus?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of
I don't know.
a lot of things to consider. First of all, where she lives. She lives obviously near the woods, and somebody fucking falls out of the forest and says that they've been, trapped in the forest
With a dead body.
Yeah, with a dead body, sure. But I mean, like, if you can imagine like somebody coming out of the forest without a dead body, I mean, come on.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a big difference, Biggs. Like, a guy comes out with a dead body.
Sure.
I feel like, dude, this
To be expected.
guy. Yeah, I would freak out. Don't know about you guys. I would freak out.
I don't know, and I hope I never have to be in that situation.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what is going on?
I think, like I said, I think the biggest question is, does she recognize him from the bus?
Also, if it was my backyard, I think immediately there'd be some red flags thrown up. The back of my house does not. There's not a forest behind my house.
Oh, you're saying
Yes, where I actually live.
okay, got it.
Right.
Yes, if someone showed up on my balcony,
With a dead body.
there'd be a lot.
Help me! Where the fuck did you come from, man?
Yeah.
I live on the third floor. How the hell did you get up here with a dead body?
Hell yeah, dude.
But yes, if I lived in her house,
There's not even a fire escape.
My first thought would be drugs, like meth.
Right.
Or something.
Especially in Northern California, right?
Yeah, like my first thought would be this person is high on some sort of drug.
They fucking
Maybe
killed their friend.
Kill a friend. Yeah.
Their friend OD'd in the
man.
woods and they are fucked.
Yeah, that's some serious shit,
That's the
dude.
first thing I
That's some. Yeah, and that would freak me out. Be like, fuck, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's why my kid would go inside immediately.
I agree.
Man. Yeah. So yeah, interesting.
All right,
I'm
are
just-
we ready? Are we? Oh no, go ahead if you want.
No, I'm just still picturing like what Mike was saying about like a guy dropping in your balcony here in Japan with a dead guy. I would. What is going on?
First, kid get inside. Second, don't touch my laundry.
For sure.
Third, I'm gonna call the cops.
Cops on me. Oh man.
Yeah, I'm done. I liked this movie
Are we ready to put a bow on it?
with a multiple watches. I would say one of the.
Which is good.
I wouldn't say one of the few, but like I would say it. I think the gap from first to last, it got better for me each time I watched it.
Huh.
To me.
You know, you convinced me, Mike. I think I want to watch it again solely for the music, and I want to listen to the lyrics.
Mm.
While
I didn't catch the lyrics till like the third watch.
Oh,
I know
okay,
the
that's
lyrics
interesting
explaining
for me.
the-
Okay.
All right, let's put a bow on it. What do we do first? We got three
are we
things.
ranking?
3 things to do. We got to rank. We got to drink, and we got to pick the next movie, which is me. We rank first, right?
I
Yeah.
think we rank it first.
All right, so you guys have that link. I just put it up on the stream. I'll read out the top 26 movies. So this is definitely not the 30th movie. This is the 28th movie we watched, technically. Ready? Number 1, The Karate Kid, followed by Nosferatu, The Usual Suspects, In Bruges, The Princess Bride, A Raging Bull, Sleeper, RoboCop, Gone Girl, Miller's Crossing, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, Brasil, When Harry Met Sally, or When Harry Met Sally, if you're that way. The Maltese Falcon, The Warriors, Stagecoach Eraserhead, Kimi no Na wa, Friday Night Lights, A Shot in the Dark, Shaolin Soccer, Under Siege, Cobra, The Producers, Where Dreams Go to Die, and The Right. Where on this list does Swiss Army Man fall? I have my number because I already fixed it in my head a couple days ago.
Let me give me a second.
This, but I never picked a spot.
I have my number, but I'm not knocked down, drag out, committed to it. So whatever. But I got a number. I also have my drink. I prepped, yo.
Seems like it. Seems like you were ready. This is tough for me, actually.
All right, I think I have.
Huh. Okay, I think I got one. Yeah, I got a number.
Got a number. Everybody got a number?
I think it can go, but I'll say the highest.
You got to say a number. One number only.
Yeah.
All right, we're
Are we
going to do
saying-
it. Yeah, we're going to do it in 3, 2, 1, but I'm not going to count it down. Mike, go for it.
All right, say your number in 3, 2, 1.
9! I said
I
9?
said 7, 9. What did you say, Mel?
23.
23.
Yeah, of course.
23, Jesus. Wow.
So yeah, like I said the top of my range. My range was 7 to 10. Somewhere in there. It could go anywhere to me in there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I went with 9.
If I watch this movie again, I might have to reconsider. But like for now, I'm a 23.
I
But,
feel
you know,
like
whatever.
before you even got here, Mike, Mel was telling me how much of a bad headspace he was in when he was watching this. And I said at that time, I was like, that's a real bad way to start watching this movie, probably.
Yeah,
And I think it definitely had an impact on his enjoyment,
Oh
his
yeah, I did.
comprehension, and maybe other factors. But 20, there's no universe where this movie is worse than Under Siege. There's no universe. I'm sorry.
One
I-
shot here.
Like I said,
One higher than
I am not knocked down, drag out, committed to 9, but there's no way this movie goes Under Siege.
that. Where's other- Fine, 22. I don't know.
I am also not super knocked down, drag out.
But like,
way too
yeah. I mean, like I said, what Beeg said about my condition when I watched it, that's how I felt with this movie.
Sure,
It
it
but,
happens.
you guys are much more into, I don't know. You guys can welcome to bring it down or up. I really don't know right now. I actually just want to listen to the music again, to be honest.
All right, so 14 is a movie Mel hadn't seen when we watched it this time. Do you think this movie is worse than When Harry Met Sally, for sure?
Yeah. I like When Harry Met Sally.
You think it's worse than The Warriors?
God, this is so tough. Because you're going down one by one, and we've had these conversations before when we do these rankings.
That's
When
the
you're going
whole
one
point.
by one, and it's just like,
Hey,
I
we
have-
don't do it because
we
it's
all have
easy.
these movies that we know are not in the right spot.
Like JFK said, we don't do it because it's easy. We do it because it's difficult.
Right.
I
I
paraphrase.
I go with the mentality of thinking like, would I watch this movie again
Which is,
and
I'm going to
enjoy it?
say, is a bad way to think only. It's not a terrible point, but for me, like, I don't actually want to watch this movie again. But I think this movie was really good for the time I watched it.
Mm.
So, like I said, I think it's probably the ninth best movie we've watched in this series. But I have no. I would love to listen to the soundtrack again, and I probably will. But I don't know if I need to watch the movie again. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that is one criteria. So, if you're basing it solely on do you want to watch the movie again, it's maybe not the way. And if you're basing it on how you felt when you watched it, it's
Just
probably not great because you didn't have a good time watching it. But I mean,
right. But
putting those things, but that's totally
those,
valid. Totally valid.
those are just factors of my thinking of the ranking because I also think
Exactly.
about like the quality and the acting too. But like,
Sure.
yeah, for in terms of importance of like how where my if I could say like my rubric my of the categories when I tally up my thinking
All
of
right.
what's
If quality of acting is part of the criteria, this is Warriors for sure.
Oh yeah, Warriors, so good acting. Yeah,
RoboCop.
I think RoboCop's better. I think Sleeper's better. I think
That's
Raging
where
Bull's
I
better.
was. Sleeper, RoboCop, Gone Girl. It's somewhere in there for me, but I can see it go all the way down to above Warriors. At what would that be? I guess the new
15.
15.
Yeah,
15.
I'm fine with
Fine with that.
15.
I'm fine with that too.
15
Because
mil?
I really like the I didn't see the Maltese. I mean, I really like When Harry Met Sally and Miller's Crossing a lot.
Alright.
More.
I think
didn't
15 is a
really
good
like
spot.
When Harry Met Sally, but I
That's
understand it's a good movie.
Yeah, sure, 15. It's fine.
There we go, folks. We have a new number 15 movie of all time. Ever.
And I continue to dominate.
No
the
one-
middle of this list.
Oh. Well, let's see. I've got the top two, followed by Mel. In Bruges was Mel also?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Top five is all me and Mel. What's up? What's up, Mike?
I've got
What's going on,
6,
Mike?
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
You're very good at picking average movies.
No, middle of the road movies.
I've got all the rest for quite a while.
Let's take a look at the bottom. From the bottom, it goes, of course, Mike. Then the right.
I got the very bottom, and I don't have it.
Forever, probably. Then we got Raj, me, Mel.
Which one?
Me. I think, yeah, you're pretty solid down there, Mel.
I'm pretty solid on. Apparently, you guys don't like my movies.
20, 21, 22, 23, 24, it's all Mel.
Yeah.
6 to 16 is 6 to 15 are where all of my movies land.
That's your safe spot. Your comfort zone.
Just solidly in the middle.
I got a pretty good diversity. Top two of the bottom three,
Like I
and
said,
some in the middle.
6 to 16 and then off the list. I guess we do have to bring that into the calculation.
All right, next thing
Oh,
is
drink.
drinks. I got mine ready.
Go first, Biggs.
All right, are you ready? You guys,
I'm
well,
not. Go
I don't
ahead.
want to say mine until you guys have one picked, though. I don't want to
Okay,
influence your pick.
This is tough. A drink.
I kind of had one picked out, and I think I'm gonna stick with it. I
You
think it's been
should.
picked before more than once, but I don't know that I've picked it.
No rule against it.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure mine has never been picked.
I don't know why, but mine. Yeah, I got mine. But I guess as a top batter, I guess I'll go first. But
All right.
yeah, mine's a nice. I don't know why this makes me think of farting because this whole movie made me think about farting. But apple juice makes me fart a lot.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
And
I love apple
this
juice, but
movie,
yeah.
I love apple juice, but like this movie is a nice cold glass of apple juice.
All right. Oh man, I fucking love some apple juice.
I can go for some apple juice right now.
Dude, at Mel's wedding party, he had the
Yeah.
fucking the bomb.
Dude,
So
that's
good.
the best apple juice. So good.
Mhm.
So good.
Love it. All right, Mike, you want me to go? You gonna go?
Yeah, I can go.
All right.
Mine is based on all the garbage that they find in the forest. And I feel
Mhm.
like when you go on a hike or you go camping, you see a lot of Schlitz
Yeah.
out in
Oh.
the forest.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
So my beer or drink is a can of Schlitz.
Can of Schlitz. I haven't
I feel
had
like
one of those.
That's what you see when you go out into the forest.
Mhm.
Is Schlitz like the popular camping beverage?
It's cheap as fuck.
It's incredibly cheap.
Okay.
I don't know now, but I feel like you could get like a 24 pack for like $9.99.
12 bucks.
You,
Yeah.
you can get a lot of really bad
Schlitz.
beer.
Schlitz.
All right, mine is something gross, and it is body temperature water.
Yeah,
Ew.
water was also on my short list.
Yeah,
Ew.
real. Not. It's like it's above room
Lukewarm.
temperature water.
Yeah, like
Yep.
It's just like,
lukewarm.
it's been like sitting in the sun, and you're
yeah,
it's
yeah, I was
like,
just about to say,
oh.
like your glass like somehow
when-
now
When
it's
you
like,
Uh-huh.
when you leave like a bottle of like 2-liter bottle of water in your car.
In your car, exactly.
sitting in the sun.
And you're like, oh, I'm so thirsty. Oh god, oh god. Yeah, that's it.
That's a good one. Wow.
Did you assume that it was? I assumed that it was coming out cold out of him. But
Well,
guess
I mean,
doesn't take a
he is
shower.
dead. So he's got to
Also
be.
takes a shower though, so
He's got a smell.
Yeah, but
man.
like you
gotta-
take during summer, you take an ice cold shower, man.
yeah, but like he's wearing like a sweatshirt. Do you think it was summer?
It's hard
I
to
don't
tell.
think
Because
it
it
was
couldn't have been
summer.
that cold.
They're in the shadow,
Spring?
shade a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
Like today, I was sitting out on the balcony in the sun, and it was so nice and warm, and we were blowing bubbles, and like
Yeah.
so nice and warm. But anytime the fucking wind blew, it was freezing. It was so. My face was like icicles forming. It was so cold.
The wind was nonstop when I was watching soccer, and it was cold. Even though I was in the sun.
Yep.
Yeah, he must have been freezing though in the woods for sure.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Even if it's summer in the shade, if the wind
Yeah.
whips up, it could get pretty cold. But who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, that sounds gross. Some fucking car temperature water. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, you said body temperature water, but
I did, but
Yeah.
but then yeah, Mel's image was very vivid, and that's.
yes.
But I'm sticking with body temp, of course.
Oh,
All right.
man.
We've
All right.
done the good thing. We've done a good thing, everybody. And now the last thing is for me to reveal my movie.
The most exciting part of the episode. I
Well,
love
maybe.
I love movie reveals.
When did you pick your movie? That's my first question.
Well, I've been thinking about my movie a lot, and so a lot of the movies actually that I wanted to pick, I didn't end up going with. One is, and I'm not going to pick it ever. I just want to mention
Too
it.
much overlap with my movie.
No. This movie I've been actually thinking about for a while, and the reason I didn't pick it is because on Amazon Prime there's a very good looking version of it, but it's only in Japanese, and then the only English translations I can find of it look like shit.
I
So-
forgot, yeah, you told me about this.
So I'm never going to actually end up picking it. Hold on, where the fuck did I put that? It is the first full-length Japanese animated movie. I can't fucking find it. Where the fuck did I put it? Oh, it's called Momotaro Sacred Soldiers.
What year was this?
1945, and it's a propaganda movie. So if you go on YouTube, you can watch this. If you look up Momotaro Sacred Soldiers 1945, it's Momotaro Umi no Shinpei is the Japanese name. But it's like a
Sailors or soldiers.
Shinpei. I guess it would be Umi no Shinpei's sailors. Sailors. Did I say
Sailors.
soldiers?
You said
Sorry.
Soldiers.
Sorry, sailors. Yeah. Anyway, this is a movie I've thought about for a while, but like I said, the YouTube version that's English dubbed or English subtitled looks like trash, so I'm never gonna
Sure.
pick it. But I am gonna watch it. But
Okay.
anyway, the movie I finally came to pick is a movie I'd never heard of, and I think I picked it like 2 days ago. A movie I'd never heard of, and I don't remember exactly how I even came to it, but it is a movie from 2020, so it'll be our first movie from the 2020s.
From 2020s? Ooh.
Movie
Okay.
I'd never heard of.
Okay.
I
Cut
don't.
out, as you said, the year for me.
2020,
2020. Okay.
which is very different because the 1945 Momotaro is a long time ago. But
Guys,
Any-
Biggs, before you announce your movie, is it safe to say that like we should just give a rest with the 1980s?
no, I mean you can pick it.
Is
I'm
it-
not.
whatever
I'm not
you
picking
want.
it. I'm not picking it
Okay.
for a while for sure, because
Yeah,
there's a
okay.
dearth. There's a dearth of
Yeah,
80s
when-
movies.
When you showed me that graph, I was like, wow, we picked a lot of 80s movies. But I mean, that's reasonable. I
I
mean,
mean, that makes sense. We grew
it
up.
makes we're 80s babies, so
Right.
yeah.
80s and 90s should be
80s
the
and
ones
90s.
we probably end up picking the most.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I try and pick movies that were filmed or released in places currently where there is nothing there. Like the movie I was going to pick, my last one was going to be Birth of a Nation. Unfortunately, the dumbass president that used to be in the U.S. Mentioned something about it at the time, and I was like, oh, I can't fucking pick it now. And so I don't think I'm going to, but I'll look for something to fill that void.
Okay.
But anyway, 2020, we haven't picked a movie. We haven't picked a movie from 2020, so I like ticking those boxes. And the movie I picked is from 2020, so there's a new 2020 on there. Also, it is a drama, which is very common to be picked, unfortunately. But the other genre, according to IMDb, is music. Which it's not a musical, but that is a new genre.
Is this a
and
Japanese film?
no, but also Mike mentioned earlier. I was looking at the genres. He mentioned Brokeback Mountain, and
I did.
or you
No,
did, and then
Brokeback.
yeah, and so actually two of the genres we haven't done very many of are Western and romance. And I was looking at Western romances, and I was like, maybe I'll pick Brokeback Mountain. But I didn't end up going with that. So we've got another drama, and also it's a music, which has not been picked before,
Interesting.
from 2020.
Drama's going to be pretty hard to avoid.
Avoid.
It's
Yeah,
not that
exactly.
hard.
Exactly.
Okay, hold on. Let me check. Hold on.
Oh, sorry, so there's just the two, drama, music, that's it?
Drama music only. Yeah.
Drama,
It's a
music,
movie I had never heard of.
and you'd never heard of it. Which doesn't... Huh. Drama, music, 2020. Oh, I don't know the name of it.
I'm checking 2020 films right now.
I'm not checking. I'm just going. It's that
Is it
one
a-
with Lady Gaga. Fuck, what is it called?
I doubt it.
No, it's not. No,
The
it's not.
Star is Born? Is that what it's called?
No.
Yeah, but that wasn't 2020.
So
Was it not
quick
2020?
quick note. The way that I came to this movie is through the movie Gods of Egypt, which is an insane thing. Yeah.
Alright. So not a Star is Born. That's the one that I was.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
not
no,
that.
That's not 2020.
Isn't that Barbara Streisand?
It was, yeah, but they made it again with Lady Gaga.
Oh shit! I think I saw this movie, man. Is it Mama Rainey Sings the Blues?
Hell yeah! Not that exact title, but yes.
Ma Rainey Sings the Blues. I just saw that movie.
Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
I've never
Yeah.
heard of this.
It's with
So-
Chadwick Boseman.
Right, it's his last movie.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So he was in the movie Gods of Egypt. He also the only movie I've ever seen him in is 42.
You haven't seen Black Panther yet?
I have not. I have not watched most Marvel movies. I've seen like 3 of them, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, Black Panther and 42 are probably the only 2 I've seen it in.
It's a very interesting choice.
Thank you.
Huh.
Yeah, the only reason I picked it is because, like I said, it was a 2020 movie, his last movie. It has the genre of music, so I was like, okay, sign me up. I know nothing else about it. Like I said, I've only seen his movie 42. I would love to
42
see
was good.
Black Panther. I just haven't.
I liked 42.
Which
Yeah.
is good.
Me too. So that's it.
Cool. So we got
Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. I also really liked the name.
Yeah, good name. Nice. Very cool. Excited
Thanks.
now.
Good. All right, so look forward to that, people. It's on Netflix,
Cool.
which Mel knows because he just watched it recently.
That's
No,
the reason.
no, I'm gonna watch it 5 times sometime. Also,
Yep.
Look forward to someday soon the next Third and Wrong. It's been a while.
Yeah.
We have the presidential quintilogy, or whatever it's called. Pintilogy?
What?
Pintology? I forget.
Yeah, whatever 5 is, I don't know.
Yeah,
And,
Mel, tune in.
Okay, I will.
We watched
if I
5
can.
movies about presidents.
Hell, we did.
Can I tune in through Discord? Is that possible?
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know how that works. If you guys are doing it live.
If we're doing it live, yes, but you can't be on the show.
I know.
So you should just tune in via Twitch or YouTube
Twitch,
probably,
Okay.
unless you want to watch the 5 movies, which
No, that's okay.
I can
they're
send you the list if you've
No,
got-
thank you.
it's like
24 hours.
5 movies, but yeah, like 20
5.
hours. It's crazy. Every
movies
movie
once.
is so long.
Oh gosh. Okay.
We
I
had
think the
Jake.
shortest one was just under 3 hours.
Oh gosh.
It's
Man.
going backwards. It's Nixon, JFK,
Truman?
Truman. Okay.
Wilson,
Wilson?
Lincoln.
Huh. Interesting.
Uh-huh.
Lincoln was very long. I remember that movie.
It's
Yeah.
not the longest.
It's not the longest, not even close.
God.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we watched those 5 movies.
There's
So
at least 2 movies that are longer.
Mike finished watching them, and so we're gonna record a Third and Wrong sometime soon. Maybe in the maybe next month. Who knows?
Cool. Very rad, guys.
We should
So
be
everybody
able-
tune in.
Nice.
All right, we're gonna end the recording right here.